Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening. I welcome you all to Matib's Clicks YouTube channel that I have been uploading videos from the first couple of months or a year. Today I want to talk about a very important exam, competitive exam that is being held in Jammu and Kashmir state of India, and it is called Kashmir Administrative Service, and the exam is being held by Jammu and Kashmir Public Service Commission, and it is one of the most important exams that selects candidates for various administrative, accounts and other police service. Moving ahead, I want first to tell you what does KAS stand for and how it is different from the UPSC. Firstly, UPSC is conducted by the Union Public Service, stands for Union Public Service Commission, and KAS stands for Kashmir Administrative Service. The difference between the two is that UPSC is a national level exam, but the JKPSC KAS is the state level exam. So the competition level and the order toughest level among the two is there. Going ahead, I want first give you the information about the eligibility criteria of the JKPSC KAS exam. The candidate applying for the JKPSC KAS exam must be a graduate, or you can say that must have obtained his or her bachelor's degree in any stream, be it engineering, be it MBBS, be it arts, be it BSc or BSc nursing or any other exam or any other course. So the important thing is he or she must be a graduate. Going ahead, I will be discussing the number of attempts that a candidate can appear in the said examination. According to the JKPSC, there are different number of attempts for different categories. For open, the number of attempts are limited to 6, while for other categories, the number of attempts, there are a lot of many number of attempts as compared to open that candidates. For example, for scheduled caste and RB candidates, the number of attempts are limited to 9. Similarly, for physically handicapped candidates and other, then there are no restriction on the number of attempts. Going ahead, I will be giving you information about when the application form usually starts. Usually when the application process usually is being started by the JKPSC, a well-known, reputed conducting body which is conducting this exam. Usually the application form starts coming in the month of April, and the JKPSC gives approximately 1 month for filling up of the examination forms. And the fee structure for applying for JKPSC case examination for open merit candidates it is 1,000, and for reserved candidates it is 500, and for physically handicapped candidates it is nil. Nil means then for physically handicapped candidates they have to not pay any kind of fee. Going ahead, I will be telling you about the different stages of this examination. The JKPSC case examination is a three-tier, or you can say three-level pattern examinations. The first important setup or stage is the preliminary stage, for which the students have to appear, and the student or candidate who can qualify the examination, I will say here candidates who have filled the form and who can crack the preliminary stage, he or she have to go for the mains. And mains, the preliminary examination is of the objective type pattern, and for that there is a negative marking of 1/3. It means there is a 0.33 marks negative. For example, I will give an example. For example, if you did one question right, you will get if the question has 4 marks, you will get 4 marks. But if you did one question negative, wrong, you will be getting negative marks of 0.33, and the additional marks will assign it to that question which you did wrong. So it means you have done if you have done a wrong question, you will get a negative marks, and as well as the marks assigned to that question. So negative marking is there, penalty is there for the preliminary examination. Go ahead, coming to the main examination. Firstly, going to the preliminary exam. The preliminary examination usually consists of two papers: General Studies 1 as well as General Studies 2nd paper. For General Studies first, there is a marks of 200, and it has to be attempted in 2 hours. And for General Studies 2nd, there are also 200 marks, and the same has to be attempted in 2 hours. But for the consideration of merit, for the consideration of qualifying the preliminary exam, they usually take the General Studies first into consideration. So you have also to appear in the General Studies 2nd paper, but the main thing that they take into consideration is the General Studies 1st paper. Going ahead, now coming to the main exam. If you for the candidate who qualified the preliminary examination, he or she has to appear in the main examination. For main examination, you have to choose your compulsory subject, and there are other optional subjects. For a compulsory subject, you have to choose that subject which you like the most and which you have hold on, and you can choose any other optional subject. Usually the optional subject is English, and you have to choose other subjects of other languages like Urdu, etc. Going to the main examination, if you qualify the main examination, then you have to go for the 3rd stage. The 3rd stage is about the personal interview. Interview, which is usually up to 50 marks. If you crack the personal interview, then you become eligible for the posts which have been hammered by the JKPSC recruiting body, and you have got the seat or job, you can say, the post, you have got the post. Now coming to the very important thing, the rank in the examination. Rank in the examination matters a lot in JKPSC examination, as the seats are very much limited and the posts are very much limited, so it becomes very much compulsory to get a good rank. For that you have to do very much well and good in your JKPSC in all the 3 stages of the examination. But at the end of the merit is usually prepared on the written examination as well as on personal interview. So this was about the stages of this JKPSC KS examination. And now coming to the another important thing, that is about the results. What is that? How much time it takes to deliver the results or to declare the results by the JKPSC. Firstly, when the preliminary examination is held, after that the JKPSC issues the answer keys for the candidates who have appeared in the second examinations, and candidates check their merit, how much they have scored. The preliminary stage of the results for the preliminary stage of the JKPSC KS exams usually takes 20-25 days, approximately 3 weeks. After that, the result of mains examination usually takes more than 2 months, and the final results of the 3-stage process, it almost takes 10 or 12 months to complete or formalize the entire process of the JKPSC KS examination. Now coming to the difficulty level of this examination. As already told by me that this is a state level examination, as it's not a national level examination, and because it is somewhat different from the UPSC, which is a central national level examination. So the difficulty level is not that much there. It is, we can say it is a medium level of examination. But because the candidates who appear for this examination not from the whole India, but they are from the Jammu and Kashmir state only. Now, so the difficulty level difficulty level of this examination is medium to hard, medium to difficult. We can see that in medium to difficult. Now coming to another very important examination, another eligibility of this. Coming to the eligibility of one of which I skipped, is that you also must have you must have a resident certificate, or you can say here bona fide certificate of the state of Jammu and Kashmir you are residing to appear in this examination. Coming to another important thing, that is the syllabus of this examination. The syllabus of this examination is, for preliminary stage it is different, and for main examination it is different, and for interview it is different. For the preliminary stage of the JKPSC KS examination, the syllabus usually consists of the current events of national importance, world geography, Indian geography, climate change, Chinese environment topics on environment, which are very much related to present times, climate change and other. There is also Indian history, national movement, and for second GS second and general studies second, the syllabus is based on logical reasoning, comprehension, English language, etc. And the syllabus for the JKPSC KS examination is the same, just like UPSC examination. Going ahead, I want to discuss one important factor now about this examination is the salary structure. How much pay you are getting after you got selected or you got in post, whether it is from accounts or you got into the administrative service or the police service. Salary structure is usually the level 8. So it has been now pre-revised. Firstly, it was not 8, now it has been pre-revised to level 8. So the salary structure usually is in the range of 57,000 to 1,51,000. It goes up to 1,51,000. So the salary, it means that if you get promotion year after year, 2 years after 3 years you get promotion, and up you can reach up to 1,50,000. At the end you can reach up to 1,51,000. So this was about the salary structure. Now coming to also one of the most important thing is the center of examination. Basically, the center of examination of JKPSC case, it is usually in the 4 districts, and it's Baramulla, and it's Srinagar, Anantnag, and Doda and Katwa. So you can select your center anywhere among these 4 districts. Now coming to another important which I skipped is those candidates who are also in the final year of their examination but have not got the results of their final year exam. They can also appear in the examination, provided they can submit. If they got selected, they have to submit or the documents of their qualifying examination. Coming to another important factor, another important thing, that is the timing of the examination. Usually it has been seen that the timing of examination of JKPSC case, it is usually from 9:30, and it is about 2 hours for GS first paper, as well as afternoon session it is for 2 hour session, and you have to reach approximately 20 or 30 minutes to the examination hall before the conduct of the examination. And this was about the timing of the examination that day. And coming to next important factor is the misconduct or misbehavior. There is a strict penalty for those candidates who show misbehavior or misconduct in the examination hall. Those misbehavior including those who are copying from others, those who write something on their answer sheet or answer scripts which is prohibited by the JKPSC conducting body. They may be debarred from the JKPSC examination in the future as well. Now coming to another important thing is that how the preparation, how much time it does take to qualify this examination. I think the time for this exam, it depends on the student, how much serious is the student, how much he has worked hard, and it depends on how much his speed, how much his practice. These things also depend. These are all very much important for qualifying this examination, which will make them, which will for serving the society. And I hope you will be getting very much benefit from this from the topic that I discussed with you, that was all about JKPSC case examination. Thank you, and may Allah bless you.